Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today, we're going to explore something that affects each and every one of us, anger. Whether it's a short temper at home, frustration at work, or rage on the road, anger is something we all experience. But what if I told you that you could learn to understand, manage, and even master your anger? Not by suppressing it, but by transforming it into strength and peace. Let's start with a truth. Anger is not evil. Anger is not your enemy. In fact, anger is a natural emotion, a survival tool that helped our ancestors protect themselves. But when uncontrolled, it becomes a fire that burns relationships, careers, and peace of mind. Let me take you back to my own story. Years ago, I was known for my temper. The smallest irritation could set me off. Missed deadlines, slow traffic, someone cutting in line. It didn't take much. My blood would boil, and my words would fly like arrows. But afterward, I'd always feel ashamed. I realized my anger was controlling me. One evening, after yelling at my best friend over something trivial, I felt so guilty that I sat alone for hours, questioning why I reacted that way. That's when I made a decision. I had to understand this emotion deeply and find a better way. So I dove into the science behind anger. According to neuroscience, when we perceive a threat, be it physical or emotional, the amygdala asterisk in our brain sounds the alarm. It sends a signal to the hypothalamus asterisk, triggering a fight or flight asterisk response. Hormones like adrenaline asterisk and cortisol asterisk flood our system. Our heart races, muscles tighten, and we become ready to react. This system was essential in the wild. But today's threats are rarely physical. They are psychological, like insults, rejection, or unfair treatment. Yet, our brain reacts as if our life is in danger. And that's the problem. Now, here's the breakthrough. We can retrain our brain. Asterisk 1. Awareness is power. The first step to controlling anger is awareness. Recognize your triggers. Notice your body's signals. Clenched fists, shallow breathing, tense shoulders. Once you notice, you interrupt the pattern. A man named Ramesh used to lose his temper with his kids often. One day, his daughter said, "Daddy, why are you always so mad?" That question pierced his heart. He decided to become more aware. Every time he felt his anger rise, he would silently count to 10 and take deep breaths. Over time, he found himself reacting less and responding more. Asterisk 2. The breath is your superpower. When you breathe deeply, especially through your nose and into your belly, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system. This is your body's natural, calm down, switch. Just 5 deep breaths can lower your heart rate and shift your emotional state. Asterisk 3. Change the story. Most of our anger comes not from what happens, but from the story we tell ourselves. Someone cuts you off in traffic, and you think, "He's disrespecting me." That thought fuels your anger. But what if the driver is rushing to a hospital? Suddenly, your story changes, and so does your emotion. Psychologists call this reframing, and it's powerful. Choose better interpretations, and you'll feel better emotions. Asterisk 4. Shift the focus. Anger is self-centered. It says, "I was wronged." Shift your focus to others. Ask yourself, what's this person going through? This develops empathy, and empathy dissolves anger. I remember a story about a woman named Mira. Her husband cheated on her. She was furious, broken, vengeful. But after months of pain, she started therapy. She learned that his actions were rooted in his own insecurities. This didn't justify his betrayal, but understanding helped her release her rage. She forgave, not for him, but for herself. Today, she teaches forgiveness workshops. Asterisk 5. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is being present without judgment. When you feel anger, instead of reacting, observe. Name your emotion. I am feeling angry. This separates you from the emotion. You become the observer, not the reactor. Meditation, even for 10 minutes a day, rewires your brain. It shrinks the amygdala and strengthens the prefrontal cortex asterisk, the part responsible for reason and self-control. Asterisk 6. Exercise and express. Anger is energy. If you don't release it, it becomes poison. Exercise is a healthy outlet. So is journaling, painting, dancing, talking to a friend. Find what works for you. Asterisk 7. Forgive and let go. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal. You're the one who gets burned. Forgiveness is not saying, what you did was okay. It's saying, I choose peace over pain. Asterisk 8. Seek help if needed. Sometimes, anger masks deeper wounds, trauma, anxiety, depression. If your anger feels uncontrollable, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Therapists and counselors can guide you through the healing journey. A vision for the future. Imagine waking up in the morning and feeling calm, no matter what the day brings. Imagine facing criticism without reacting, traffic without tension, and arguments without explosion. This is not a fantasy. This is what happens when you master your mind. You were not born to be controlled by anger. You were born to lead with peace. I want to end with a personal mantra I repeat every day. I am not my anger. I am the space in which anger arises. I choose peace. Asterisk. Repeat it with me. I am not my anger. I am the space in which anger arises. I choose peace. Thank you for listening. If this message touched you, share it. Someone you know may be fighting a battle with anger and needs to hear these words. Remember, you are more powerful than your emotions. You are the master of your mind. And with awareness, compassion, and practice, you will never be ruled by anger again.